Two Great Collectibles here, back for an action figure review. Today we are looking at the 2022 Hasbro Marvel Legends Walgreens exclusive Moonstone. According to Hasbro Marketing, this is the last or final Walgreens exclusive. She comes in the new standard windowless box packaging, an art taken from Miss Marvel Comics, and at the back is the figure with the accessories, which are two alternate open palm hands. A quick shout out to our customers who purchased this action figure from our online shop. Thank you for the positive feedback and recommendation as well. The value for money question is she worth it, coming only with a pair of alternate hands? In terms of her head sculpt, it is well done. As you can see, the paint work on her eyes is beautiful. It is the photoreal technology, which we've seen with Elektra and Silk. There is just the right amount of blush that makes the figure stand out in terms of the face. In terms of her hair, it is the hair head sculpt that has always been used with several females. There's sculpted details and there's a blush or a wash of different yellows. In terms of her arms, it is the muscular pinless one. I guess this is the first time that I've seen one wherein it is pinless and muscular. You can see the biceps and triceps are well defined. In terms of her chest, it is the toned down PG version compared to the original Moonstone from the Thunderbolts exclusive 5-pack. In terms of her legs, not a lot of detail, but it is muscular but no paint at all. So that's why at first you can see that it's just a plainly painted body mold. In terms of her hands, she comes with a pair of closed fist hands for punching, and you can see here on the flight stand what she looks like when you articulate her a bit. You can see the double jointed pinless elbows, how far it can extend, and what it does or what it looks like when it is bent. In terms of her gloves, it's just painted on. Hasbro didn't even bother to sculpt the gloves. So everything is just a bit lazily painted. In terms of her legs, you can see here articulated when the double jointed knees are bent, and it comes with pins, as you can see, visible pins. And on the upper leg or upper thigh, you can see that there's a sculpted like a blade like shape, which is a sign that this is the old legs of the female body mold, which is the same for Black Cat. In terms of the back, you can see there's a Thunderbolt logo near her bottom. And yes, this is the same bottom as Rogue and the other female figures. Again, her legs can extend that far. Her feet can hinge forward and back like that. So here is her back, also defined with muscles. She comes with a pair of alternate open palm hands. The open palm hands are not identical because how she spread out her fingers are different for the two hands. But you've seen this before. It's the same open palm hands used for other females, probably with Silk. This is the same one. It can hinge forward and back, as you can see. She does not come with any effect piece to demonstrate her energy absorbing power, so it would be nice if she actually came. Based on the price point, she should have at least an alternate head or at least some power, probably an alternate head representing the inspiration behind the figure, which is the art by Sana Takeda in Miss Marvel number 46. As you can see, it is different in terms of the details as well, because in Sana's art, she has black gloves and there are sculpted details on her torso. In terms of the comic book background of this costume, it started with Miss Marvel number 38, published April 2009, where Moonstone replaced Miss Marvel. She is now the new Miss Marvel of the Dark Avengers. However, it seems that after Miss Marvel's death in the prior issue number 37, she is now resurrected, and now they battle it out for who is the definitive Miss Marvel. The story War of the Marvel starts with Miss Marvel number 42 and ends in Miss Marvel number 46. Miss Marvel figured out how to beat Moonstone. It requires the ability to absorb energy, so Miss Marvel ripped out the Moonstone from Karla. The separation gives Karla only 72 hours to live, so she needs to be reunited with the Moonstone. In terms of the overall art by Sana Takeda, it is really pretty, especially how he draws the eyes and the detail. It is really well done. The next issue where I found her supporting this costume is in Thunderbolts number 109. This time, Karla or Moonstone is in a coma and Songbird came to the rescue. So some scientists joined together the consciousness of Songbird and Moonstone, trying to figure out a way to revive Moonstone. In terms of the particular costume that Hasbro chose, I don't think it is the best because they already made a figure with this costume, so it's more of a reissue in a new body. But Moonstone has several different costumes that they could have picked. I would prefer her in the original Miss Marvel costume, which she wore during the Dark Avengers. She comes with a swivel on her upper torso instead of the waist, and she can crunch backward that much, as shown here as we make a flight pose. So you can see how far her arms can extend backwards as well. In terms of how far she can kick, this is what it looks like, and how far she can kick from behind as well. As you can see here, she is hiding behind some barrels, and that's how far her knees can actually bend hiding, and how her torso can crunch forwards, ducking or hiding her head under the barrels. Here she is besides other double jointed finless elbows female action figures. This is Spinneret and Shriek. As you can see, they're a little bit slim, or there is less muscular definition on their arms. Unlike Moonstone, where she is very muscular, as you can see how well defined her biceps and triceps are, while the other two is a little bit slim. Next, showing the advantage of having double jointed elbows, the figure can now reach the top of her head, or reach her face, or do this particular pose wherein Moonstone is holding her face. Here she is besides the older body mold, female body mold. We have Satana from the Thunderbolts SDCC exclusive 5-pack. You can see here how Satana just only have single jointed elbows. But in terms of the female form, she is more well defined. Let me know in the comments below which particular body mold is better. Is it worth it sacrificing the change of the female body for double jointed pinless elbows? Let me know in the comments below. The figure stands 16 centimeters or 6.29 inch tall, which is the standard Hasbro Marvel Legends 6-inch height for females. However, in the comic book, she is 5 feet 11 inch tall, making this figure taller than its 1/12 scale conversion. Here she is besides the retro Wolverine and Deadpool from the Hit Monkey 2-pack. Here she is besides Shriek and Stepford Cocos. Here she is besides the Renew Your Vows 2-pack Spinneret and Spider-Man. Here she is besides Tundra and Satana. Here she is besides Wendigo and Rhino, taller Hasbro Marvel Legends figures. Next, we have her besides 7-inch scale figures, Marvel Select, Hulk, Sabretooth, and Colossus. Here she is besides other Thunderbolts, Hasbro Marvel Legends. We have Crossbones, Baron Zemo, Songbird, and Satana. The good. For those who missed out on the SDCC exclusive Thunderbolt set, this is the chance to get a Moonstone figure. Second is the gorgeous head sculpt with photoreal eyes, and she has double jointed pinless elbows. The bad. It feels like a lukewarm repaint because there is not much details in terms of the figure. It's just an introduction of a muscular female body mold, which down the line Hasbro might use to reissue a new Miss Marvel action figure. If you don't need to add Moonstone to your collection, you can simply pass getting this figure. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out the other videos in my channel. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and ring the notification bell.